Inside of Brawl Stars, Darryl is often a brawler that's underrated and not really picked in this meta, but with his recent buff that increased his attack speed to basically make him an entirely new brawler, he's very, very underused, and I want to show you the best ways to use him, his best map, best kit, and all the other stuff you may need to know to actually be a pro Darryl player and to climb the leaderboards without anyone suspecting Darryl is good. Let's get straight into it. So, we'll start off with the kit, because the kit is very important, and I kind of think people mistake a lot of Darryl's kit and pick the ones that aren't as good. We're going to start with the gadget, and a lot of people go with the slow, which I can understand. Like, obviously, when you get into an opponent's range, you want to slow them so they're easier to kill, but a lot of the time they can just either dash out of it if they're like a brawler like Mortis or Mika who can just get away, or they're so close to you, you're going to get the kill anyway, so it's not really worth slowing them. Which is why I think recoiling rotates is the better of the gadgets. You can charge a quarter of your super per hit, which is immediately amazing, even if you just have an auto charge super to begin with. And it means he can hit people at long range if they're like lower health. It's just got a lot of like really underrated qualities to it, which makes it the best gadget of the two. And for starter power, again, I can understand steel hoops being the preferred pick, because obviously you want to have protection. It's always good to have protection when you're going to try to kill them. You don't want to just get instantly deleted as soon as you roll in on someone. But I think a lot of the time it's just better to have a higher damage output and just absolutely wreck people. If you're trying to roll in, you're pretty confident you're gonna get the kill. So you might as well just go all in on the damage department and just like make sure you do confirm the kill, rather than, you know, trying to get yourself out alive. Like, it may sound riskier having the more damage approach, but it is generally better from what I've played. So that is my opinions on that. As for the gears, I think that the damage is an immediate choice. Like, damage is just great on anyone with health, because obviously, like, half health for them, still like 5,000 health, they're still tanky. And as for the other gear, just speed is just really good. Like, obviously, auto charging, if you really want to camp, that's fine. Like, getting in a bush, just like getting your super, that works the showdown. And, you know, it's a pretty good strategy. I do want to say my Darryl is only at 700 trophies, which is one of my lowest brawlers, believe it or not, because I've kind of underrated Darryl lately, which I know is not something you should do, but it's something I have done. So I'm putting that out there as something that I wanted to share. Now we get into the best modes. Obviously, Darryl is pretty good in a lot of close range showdown maps like Rockwall Brawl and Skull Creek. They're pretty good ones. Kevin Churn and not Snake Prairie, that's a wipeout map. Feast or Famine, he's good in them because they're very good for close range bushy brawlers. But as for other modes, Brawl Ball and Basketball, immediate choices. He can immediately just roll down on people, engage fights, make it hard to let them push up. You can stop them from getting the ball, his damage output's so high. And speaking of damage output, Heist is also a great mode for him. Being able to basically go on the save and do like the 7th highest attack in the game for standard attack damage is just insane, and you can't ignore that realistically. So he's just great in all those options. We're going to get into some tips and some pro things that you should be doing if you want to be playing Darryl at a competitive level. I'm going to start with some basic Brawl Ball ones, which is starting with double bouncing with his super. This is one that I don't really see a lot of people do unless they're like really high level, and I sometimes try to do it, but it's not that easy. It's where if you have an opponent, and you don't have to be far away from them, you can be close up, you've got your super, and they're like between two walls, you super, and you hit one of the walls, and then you bounce back and hit them again. This leaves them stunned for longer, because obviously they're getting hit twice. It does more damage from the double hit, and it leaves them vulnerable to you as well as your team, because the team has more chance to attack them. It's just a very valid strategy. As well as this, super can be used for a lot of different things. You can knock people from having the ball, which can obviously be great in Brawl Ball and Basketball from like saves and just general good defensive. As well as that, he can throw the ball forwards and then roll to it, basically passing to himself, which a lot of brawlers can do, such as Mortis and Melody, but it's good to know in case you ever need it. As well as this, you can go into Heist and basically just ignore defense. Darryl has such a high damage output, as I said before, that it's often better to just ignore people fully and just go for the full offense side, and a lot of time that will help you to get the win. Generally, in Brawl Stars, the best way to play Darryl is to be very just passive at the start of the game. because you're automatically charging your super. You don't really need to go and farm super off other people. And obviously, if you're getting hit and if you're tanking a lot of damage, that's not very good. Obviously, it is good to tank damage for your teammates if it's needed, but like if it's not needed, it's generally not very useful. But as you go on, once you get your super, you're gonna start playing a bit more aggressive. Maybe super into someone, get an easy kill. Since he does like 4,000 damage, a lot of people just can't really do anything about that. If you go first 2 or third early game, there's not really much they can do about it. And then that can lead to a goal because it's 2v3 in Brawl Ball, for example, or it can lead to you getting on the high safe all of a sudden and just absolutely deleting it. That's one of the reasons that reload star power is so good. It like if you get on a high safe, you've just insta damaged. It's basically balls or the old star powers, but with Darryl. Like he's got the exact same stuff. Just do you want the shield or do you want the reload? And often the reload is just better, in my opinion at least. So yeah, let me hear your thoughts on what you think of Darryl. Do you think he's underrated right now? Do you think he's well rated? What do you think? I will also say I didn't really mention ranked, but this isn't really a ranked thing. I would say he's a good last pick, so if you are going to play him as a last pick, don't play him as a first pick, because he does get counted very easily by brawlers like Surge or people with range and people with options to escape. So yeah, but yeah, tell me your thoughts. Tell me if you enjoyed this video. I hope you did. Tell me who I should do the how to play series for next. Maybe Busta, maybe Angelo, maybe Melody when I get Melody. We'll see, because free to play struggles. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe.